What's going on? Welcome back to Daily Endeavours for Thursday the 4th of September. The timestamps will be in the description, but I think this one's going to be very quick anyway, because my advice, just do the items to merchants, humanoid foes, and crafting with any skill. Just skip these two entirely, and it'll take like 5 minutes tops. These three here are fucking good. A little bit of prep if you haven't got access to the stuff that I suggest, but like bit of gold, bit of running around, that'll be it. Compared to these two here, this one will take like 30 minutes, no joke. This one here will take, I don't know, just a couple of minutes, but running around to find yourself a resource sometimes can be a pain in the ass. Whereas these three here, they don't really change, so you're always going to be able to do these in a few minutes. So I wouldn't even bother with these myself. I'll start with selling to merchants. What I like to do is just use a buyback strat. So just go to whatever item you have the most of, lockpicks usually, or soul gems, just sell them, and then go to the buyback tab, and if you go to... Oh, that's on, shouldn't be on. If you just go to buyback here, you buy items back, doesn't cost you anything extra. So you don't make any gold, you don't lose any gold, but it just allows you to do the selling items endeavors without having to worry about like selling stuff that you don't want to sell, or like going out and finding stuff that you want to sell. Now, if you do the Humanoid Foes, you'll probably get some stuff to sell anyway. Same thing with crafting with any skill, you get some food to sell. And even if you don't have 15 items, you can just buy, like, sell an item, buy it back, sell an item, buy it back, over and over, and you don't lose any gold by doing that. So it's, yeah, very easy to do this one. This merchant here, I do want to make a case for a shover. You can go to any merchant in the game, like enchanters, like weapon crafters, anything like that. It doesn't matter which one you go to, as long as they have a store. Like the general goods merchant here, Zabam, or like the grocer, anything like that. They all work for the merchants. But Ashava is one of the few merchants in base game that you can talk to even if you're a stage 4 vampire. Yeah, because she's like a quest character, you can still talk to her like normally. Yeah, it's just a weird thing. But yeah, if you've gone too far with your vampirism, you can still talk to her just fine. It's just an interesting note. Okay, next up I'll go through crafting with any skill. Also something you can do easily in a town. So just a prerequisite, you're going to need at least one recipe, but preferably two. You want to talk to any chef in the game. So while you're doing your selling items to merchants one, you can also just go to a chef and sell items to them to do that. And then you can also buy the recipes here if you don't have them yet. So baked apples and banana surprise. These two are the only recipes you ever need for this. And you can do crafting with any skill for free in like a very short amount of time. So yeah, it'll be like 500 gold. But that is like a really well spent 500 gold, basically. One that will like get you through so many endeavors in the future, even like weeklies. Now I headed to this pier right here in Volkogard, just southeast of the Wayshrine. You have that Wayshrine by default, so everybody's got easy access to this. There's a tray here with some bananas. Usually there'd be some apples too. It's just a bit of an unlucky spawn there. There's an apple basket here with stuff in it, and then there's an apple basket here with stuff in it. Looks like I didn't... Oh yeah, I got 4 bananas. Usually you'll get multiple bananas from a single thing here. Now if there's not enough stuff, it's actually really easy to reset everything here, because what you can do, you can go to Imperial City, enter campaign, and then as soon as you get to Imperial City, leave, and it'll take you straight back here, and it'll reset all the containers, which is like the tray and the apple baskets. So that's a way to just like duplicate the items essentially, very quickly. And it doesn't give you a bounty by looting that stuff. That's the main reason I use the here in Volkogard, because you can use the there's an apple orchard in Belkarth in Craglorn. That's also very easy to use, and that's got shit tons of apples all over the place. But they're stolen, and you know, getting into Craglorn is not as easy as getting here. But yeah, the orchard down here in Belkarth is another good example. You can see here the tray here has got stuff in it again. The apple basket's full. And yeah, the apple basket's got stuff in it now. So yeah, just leave the zone and come back. That resets all the stuff in at the pier. So you can just do this as many times as you need. And then there's a cooking station over here. There's travel over here. Go to the cooking fire, go to food, fruit dishes, and you'll find the 2 recipes here. And just craft what you need. Now, once you level up in your provisioning line, you'll get a passive called Chef. Put points to this if you can for the future, because it increases. So if you use an apple, every point you put into this, it gives you an extra food item of baked apples or the banana surprise, whatever you use. So it allows you to just, with just a single batch of stuff, just craft way more than you need. And that's good for the weeklies, because the past couple of weeks we had crafting with any skill weeklies, and this is the strat I use for that. And it's just, yeah, it's so good. Alright, last option, Humanoid Foes. Now, funnily enough, it does say PvE, but you can go to Cyrodiil and kill the guards at a resource, and that still counts. I think it's just referring to, like, players. You can't kill players, so you can't duel people, can't go to like battlegrounds and kill people, stuff like that. Not that you would, because it's so much slower. What I suggest you do, so if you haven't completed the quest at Sil Salen, just north of the Volker Guard Wayshrine, there's Humanoid Foes here all over the place. Even if you complete the quest, there's also Humanoid Foes at the beach down here. There are Humanoid Foes in Del's Claim, lots of Heritant people. In Stonefalls, the Wayshrine that you start with, there's also Humanoid Foes in the northwest side, over here. There's Daggerfall people. Oops. In Glenumbra, you've also got at the starting Wayshrine, Daggerfall. Silum has Dominion enemies, and then near Melbourne Rock Wayshrine, you've got Illescent Tower. This also has bandits in it, so there's lots of Humanoid Foes too, easily accessible by here. But eventually you want to get access to instance locations, dungeons, because no matter what's going on outside, if you go to these places, there might be someone else killing the same stuff. You might have to wait, like look around for more stuff or wait for stuff to respawn. Can be a bit of a pain. Whereas if you go to Vollenfell, or if you go to Darkshade Caverns 1, as soon as you walk in, there's a group of like 5 Humanoid Foes that you can kill. Humanoid Foes in PvE though, it allows you to kill goblins too, so you could also just use Fungal Grotto 1 if you got that. Because Fungal Grotto 1 has a ton of goblins in it. Same thing with Arxorinium. There's a ton of Lamias at the start there. Don't know why they've added Lamias. They should be fucking aquatic foes or some shit. Anyway, so my preferred method is to go to Vollenfell, because if you go here, you kill the enemies and then you leave, it'll take you back to where you came in from. So it'll take you straight back to a Wayshrine. So then you can just go do something else, whatever you wanted to do after. It's very convenient. Come in here, and you'll see a group of Humanoid Foes here. There's 6 of them. They're a little bit tougher than like public dungeon enemies, but just a bit of AoE, like a single target scramble, you'll be all good. And now once they're dead, you can just run out here, leave out the door, and we're taken back straight to the Wayshrine. Alright, so if you haven't been to Vollenfell before, let me show you how to get here really easily, because once you've got access to it on the map, you can travel to it via a Wayshrine, so it's just way easier then. Yeah, just a little bit of a prep first. So home tours, browse homes, go here. You want to look up something called Sword Singer's Redoubt. Here it is. Now go to any of these, doesn't matter which one, it's free. And what it does is, when you go here, and you leave out the front door, this will take you straight to Alika Desert, pretty close to where the dungeon is found. So you can use this to travel there very quickly. Otherwise you have to go through the Boatswain and go across half of Vollenfell. It's just a bit of a pain. Leave out the door. Here we are in Alika. Now if you haven't been to Alika before, you'll also get Humanoid Foes in this town here. This is Cyrodiil. But with Cyrodiil, once you complete the quest, there won't be Humanoid Foes here. So, but yeah, there'll be Imperial enemies all over the place usually, so you can kill them too, and they count as Humanoid Foes. So yeah, even if you do this, you'll get it done before that time. But still go to Vollenfell, because then you'll just be able to do it in an instance area. But down the road here, you'll see the archway up here. Just go through here, and Vollenfell is right through this door. And congratulations, now you've got easy access to Vollenfell from this point on. Alright, that should be everything for today's endeavours. Honestly, these two are so much worse in comparison. For the same amount of seals, there's just, like, 4 Psycho Bosses compared to this shit is just unacceptable. Like, there's no reason you should ever be doing this, unless you love Infinite Archive, in which case, won't stop you, but it's, like, so much shittier. Alright. Any questions, just give me a holler as always. But thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support as always. See you next time. And take care for now.